Alright guys, it's the off season. We got some big projects lined up this time. We need to get this cushion off because we're going to try to fit this speaker on a panel behind us, so that this way we can get some music back here. This is a 2010 SX240. There are no speakers back here. I don't have a tower to mount it, and it's a little quiet back here when you're at the beach. So we're going to get this guy and mount it behind here. Let's get started.
You're going to want to take your 11mm wrench and you're going to loosen up these nuts behind the seat here. Now if you take a look at these fender washers, they're actually curved a little bit. You're going to want to pay attention to where these go. They're going to need to go back in the same spots. There are 6 bolts behind this seat. Here we go. 2 more bolts in this area over here. Once you take these 2 screws out, you'll be able to see this entire area underneath the swim platform. There are 6 more bolts over here, and these are the last 6 you'll need to take the seat out. This block of wood that's here is going to give you a hard time when you go to pull it out because it's stapled in. We're going to address that when we put the piece of wood back. Once you got all the nuts off of the bolts, you're going to carefully pull the cushion away from the fiberglass. The bolts threads could chip away at the holes as you're pulling them out, so just be careful.
Time to tackle the other side.
The good news is that this side is the same as the other side, so there are 6 bolts in the engine compartment as well. Make sure you're paying attention to where those fender washers are coming from.
Now this is going to be the fun part. Alright, this was a huge pain in the butt. There is the fill line for the gas tank here, and you kind of got to push it out of the way. Let me see if I can get the camera to show you here. So you kind of got to like pull this towards you a little bit and finagle it. I got the piece right there.
And now with the wall down, the last of the 6 bolts behind the seat.
All right, this thing's just come off now, I hope.
Just remember to be careful as you're pulling the seat out. Those bolt threads will chip the gel coat as you're pulling it out.
And just like that, it's off. Alright, so we got everything cleaned up over here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our template and we're going to try to match it over here to see if we can cut the least amount possible.
These are the blower exhaust ports mounted on the starboard side. There are 8 screws holding them into the fiberglass. We're going to remove them and just kind of move them to the side. This box is going to prevent all the dust from blowing into the engine while we cut.
Alright, so we got our template. And we're going to try to center this as best as we can. I kind of pre-measured it a little bit to about here. And we're just going to cut off the little bit here. And we're going to actually make a back plate of this and mount the speaker on the back plate in the engine compartment, not out here. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think we're going to move over to the other side now, and we'll start cutting those holes out. Alright, so as I was masking out the boat, I found out that the masking tape roll is actually the same diameter as the exhaust fan on the inside of the engine compartment. So I'm going to use this as a template to mark out new holes out here and cut them out so this way I can mount them from the inside again.
Alright guys, that's enough work for today. Join me in the next video when I will install the speakers and replace the seat cushions. See you then.